Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and it's Thursday, October 24th. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. Treating the wastewater in Phuket has always been an issue, and now officials are admitting that Phuket's wastewater often mixes with rainwater or water from canals, so they're bringing in a Chinese state-owned enterprise to fix the issue.
A delegation from China Water Environment Group Limited, known as CWEG, including senior engineers from the group, they joined local officials at a meeting at Phuket Provincial Hall this week, where Phuket Governor Sophon Suwanaran announced the new initiative. The group will be working on implementing a new wastewater treatment system to counter problems in key areas of Phuket, where wastewater and water from other sources mix, and in some cases, before it goes out to sea where tourists and locals swim. The design of the system will take about 3 months, according to Governor Sophon, with the help of Chinese experts, with the goal of developing wastewater treatment systems in 9 locations across the island, starting with Karon, which officials described as the most ready. From there, the project will expand to Kamala, Chengtalay at Bang Tao Beach, Saku, including Nayang, and Sri Sutorn. The move comes months after the governor led a delegation of government and private sector leaders in a visit to major cities in China this past August, including Chengdu, Guizhou, and Xi'an, where Phuket officials investigated environmental management systems in China that could potentially be implemented right here on the island. The move also comes 7 months after the chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Land, Natural Resources and Environment in Bangkok arrived in Phuket on a study tour of the island's wastewater woes, where black wastewater was seen flowing across beaches and into the sea, where tourists swim at Patong, Karon, Kamala, and Bang Tao. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
Phuket saw 2 drowning deaths on Wednesday, both in the south of the island in Karon, after a 5-year-old drowned in a hotel pool and a 43-year-old British tourist drowned at the beach.
The 5-year-old Chinese tourist was swimming with his mother at the swimming pool of a hotel near the beachfront in Karon. Reports say that he somehow lost consciousness and drowned at the pool. Efforts by hotel staff and rescue workers were not enough to revive the boy, and he was rushed to Chalong Hospital, where he was declared dead shortly after 6:30 p.m. Police have not described further details of the boy's death. Meanwhile, just hours earlier, at about 4 p.m., Karon Beach was the site of a drowning when a 43-year-old British tourist was pulled unconscious from the water by a bystander. Attempts to revive him were unsuccessful, and he was rushed to Chalong Hospital, but he also didn't make it. Police say they are working with relevant embassies concerning the 2 deaths. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
The construction of the Andaman International Airport in neighboring Phang Nga province is being closely followed by a House Committee for Transportation, who are on hand this week to personally inspect the progress of the project.
The new Andaman International Airport, which is scheduled to open by 2030, is meant to cover 7,300 rai of land and will include 2 runways, 44 aircraft docking bays with capacity to accommodate 43 flights per hour and serve 22.5 million passengers per year. This airport, initially touted to cost over 70 billion baht, would be built on a tract of land straddling Kok Loi and Lo Yung in the Tak Wat Tung district of Phang Nga province, just north of Phuket. Once completed, the plan is to eventually have this airport become the main hub for international flights in the region and have the Phuket International Airport serve only domestic flights, though officials are looking at all possibilities. On Tuesday, the Committee for Transportation from the House of Representatives in Bangkok visited the project site in Tak Wat Tung district to not only inspect the development of transportation infrastructure, but to also check on the progress of land restitution. The original site for the new airport was the Tai Muang district of Phang Nga, but concerns among conservationists over the nearby Klong Tung Ma Prao Reserve Forest area forced officials to relocate the project site to Tak Wat Tung district. In September, the Airports of Thailand signed a 20 million baht contract with a consultancy company to conduct a 6-month preliminary feasibility study of the project. The detail and design process will begin after the studies of an initial environmental impact and environmental impact assessment have concluded. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. I wish you fall from the window, take a bad trip to the ground. Ooh. And in the pleasure, see pressure just before you break a bone.
The 300 baht tourist fee is back for possible implementation next year as the Tourism Ministry looks to get cabinet approval for the measure this January.
The 300 baht tourist fee has been in the works since the previous administration of Prayut Chan-o-cha. The plan called for the collection of 300 baht from all tourists entering Thailand by air and 150 baht per tourist entering by land or sea. Questions over its implementation, like how the fee was to be collected, has hung over the measure for years, though that didn't stop officials from nearly going ahead with the scheme in 2020, before the COVID-19 pandemic put a stop to those plans. Now, officials are looking to revive the plan, but will need approval from the cabinet as the administration has changed. Tourism Minister Sorawang Tiantong revealed plans to submit the measure for cabinet approval this January. But even if it is approved, he stated that they would need at least 6 months after that to prepare the system before getting started. The first phase of implementation would see tourists who land in the country by air charge 300 baht to enter Thailand, as air travelers account for 70% of foreign arrivals to the country. The second phase would cover overland travel, though this could now be bumped up to 300 baht instead of the original plan to charge 150 baht. The reason, according to Tourism Minister Sorawang, is to prevent accusations of discrimination for anyone entering by land or sea. Krung Thai Bank has been tapped to prepare the system to collect the fee via a website or an app that is currently being developed. Officials didn't exactly confirm that it would be through the upcoming ETA system, which is set to be implemented by the end of the year, although this is the likely scenario. Officials have repeatedly stated that portions of the 300 baht tourist fee would be used for a tourist emergency insurance fund to cover accidents and such, with the rest going towards a fund to develop more tourist attractions across the country. For more, visit the link in the description.
Local residents discovered a dead dugong just off Kamala Beach on Wednesday morning, the second in a week here in Phuket.
The body of the adult male dugong was discovered at about 7 a.m. on Wednesday at the northern end of Kamala Beach near the rocks. Lifeguards brought the body ashore and called marine experts from the Siritan Marine Endangered Animals Rescue Center in Cape Panwa to investigate. The dugong was a full-grown male weighing about 200 kilograms and measuring just over 2.5 meters long. The marine animal had wounds on the back of its body, tail, and both fins. Marine experts noted that the dugong had been dead for at least 2 to 3 days before it was discovered by locals. The remains were taken back to the center at Cape Panwa for further analysis to try to confirm the cause of death. The dead dugong recovered off Kamala Beach on Wednesday morning was the second dead dugong to be found in Phuket's waters this month, after another large dugong carcass was discovered floating off the coast of Mai Khao last Friday. In addition, locals in Kamala also found the remains of a dead sea turtle in front of Kamala Public Park on Wednesday, estimated to weigh somewhere between 30 to 50 kilograms. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
We really appreciate you joining us here on this edition of Phuket Xtra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.